Hello class and welcome to the end of semester course project presentation. My name is Mercy Maigut and I will be presenting my course project which is focused on software which is focused in recommendation for system development for Nila Pharmacy. So Nila Pharmacy is one of the top Kenyan pharmacy and it deals with the importation, distribution, and prescription of various medications. So Nila Pharmacy has asked for an inventory system that would manage inventory and provide reports, as well as convert all the stock-related functions from manual to electronic. When looking at the business and technical requirements, I focused on the functional and non-functional requirements. So the proposed system seeks to give users an effective interface which will deal with managing inventories, and it will also give them a variety of alternatives through the many functionalities that are available to them. So the store owner is assisted with a continual monitoring of the product for things such as expiration dates, which will then alert him if drugs are expired so that he can take it out of the shelf. The system will also update inventory for the user, and the user is not required to update manually. So we have the reorder management functionality, which will include the understanding of when it is time to replenish the stock. So, and also which to know which product is doing better than the other on the shelf so that the user can adjust accordingly. So the system will also deal with a variety of medicine information since the company deals with variety of distributors on a regular basis. So since this system will be cloud-based, reporting function will provide useful information real time on how operations in the pharmacy industry are run. It can also be used to determine which consumers frequent the pharmacy for purchases so that the appropriate inventory can be stocked. When looking at the non-functional requirements, I looked at usability, how easy it will be for storekeepers, managers to use the system, reliability, we need a system that is reliable, performance, supportability, the implementation should also be smooth as well. Legal, security, and capacity issues should also be taken into will also be taken into consideration when designing this system. My first diagram talked about the business process model, and I'll attach to this video. So when you look at the diagram, the process model starts with an order from the customer, and if it's the correct order, then the system will check for the product, and if it's available, it will issue to customer and also update the product quantity in the database. But if the product is not available, it will update the stock and also convey to the customer that we do not have the product available. And going back to the customer, it will also going back to the customer, after handing the product to the customer, it will process payment, check for the payment method, and once the payment is successful, it will issue a receipt and an invoice, and then the record will be updated all in real time. My second diagram talked about the sequence diagram. The management of Nila Pharmacy the management of Nila Pharmacy will ensure that there is a login page for the inventory system as illustrated in the diagram, And then users will not be able to view the home page without them logging in, without them authenticating the identity. Um, the login sequence diagram for the management system demonstrates how the admin may access the account by inputting their credentials, their login credentials, and a user may manage every part of business operations, including sales, inventory, pharmacy, all that after logging in. On looking at the use case diagram, the main actors of the NILA inventory system presented in my use case diagram are the storekeeper or the admin who functions as the system administrator and users who are the consumers. So they do a variety of tasks like for the customer, they will log in and make the order while the admin will manage products and stock and any stock that is available, manage customer information, and also monitor transactions and payment methods. So for the shop for the storekeeper, they may select the admin login option, and when prompted, they can enter their login details. And a login screen for administrators will then show up if the user is permitted to enter the system. So after they enter the system, they can be able to view a variety of functionalities such as they can manage clients and all that. And then customers will choose the user option, and then the user option, it will after logging in, it will display like the items that they're supposed to buy, the prescriptions that maybe what that are due that they're supposed to purchase, and also their purchase history and stuff like that. Also, the data flow and transformations that take place when data enters and leaves a system is are shown in what we call a data flow diagram, and I'll have mine uploaded as well. So when you look at the NILA pharmacy inventory management system, um, the processes that fall under the system, they're shown in that figure, and they all work together to demonstrate the precise operation of the inventory system. So they include stuff like manage customer information, manage sales information, manage stock, manage transaction and payments as well. And also the collection of customer data is a fundamental step to the management because this data can be useful in various ways, such as knowing what product to stock and also knowing the, the, the buying patterns of customers. When 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 doing this project, the concerns that were noted included scalability of the system. So the system should be able to rapidly adjust to changes in the environment. So a NILA inventory system must be able to handle uh, any large orders, any large orders or small orders that may be available. In order to make sure that such is successful, there needs to be a scalability evaluation that must be done in order to look at to address that issue. Vulnerability is also a concern that was noted, and this is an issue that is global. So many systems have vulnerabilities in them that other people, such as hackers, can be able to exploit to their advantages. So there needs to be an evaluation to look at all the vulnerabilities that will be in the NILA system and adjust accordingly. Security evaluation is also another important concern that was noted. Legal issues, we find that system developers are increasingly worried about the rise in lawsuits, and there needs to be an evaluation that will see any legal issues that may arise, like copyright and stuff like that, that may arise from the use of a system, an inventory system such as Nila. Ethical concerns was also noted on the as one of the concerns in the inventory management system. So that is all for me this semester. Thank you all, and thank you for listening to this presentation.